Felix, as good as it looks, sponsors, you've been framed.
Here's a bit of wishful thinking. He's not even bothered with a ramp. Get a ramp, mate. Then come back to us.
Ah, what's George W. Bush up to now he's got a bit more time on his hands? Well, he's keeping busy with his young nephew down on the ranch. One day, he'll be president too.
Oh my God, he's alive.
I've done it wrong again, Uncle.
Whatever happened to the set of Brookside? Well, they kept on building. It's got Newtown status now. Twinned with Rampton Mental Hospital. Whoa! What was the problem there?
It was too much speed.
Oh, too much speed, of course. The quad bike. Of course, that's Latin for death trap. Bikes are only supposed to have 2 wheels. Bi, meaning 2. Quad, meaning 4. Quad bike should have 8 wheels by rights. Still, looks like the quad bike's having some fun. Whee! I want to break free.
I don't know, you think you know the route, then suddenly the salad season's upon us. And you've tripped up on a rogue lettuce.
The problem with these speedway venues is they never think to put zebra crossings on the tracks. Install a pelican or get a lollipop lady, please.
He's teaching his son to ride.
He's pushing up, it's not going.
But even I know you should point the bike towards a road and not a nearby gorge. What were you thinking?
I wasn't, you okay?
Oh dear, the driver's out of the race. But the go-kart's not giving up. I can still win. I can still win. I don't need that driver. Just over there. Jump over the barrier and I'm free. Go into the car park. Oh, what am I doing? I do need the driver after all. Oh, curses.
All quiet on campus, and Mr. Mills, the art teacher, makes it his playground. Who's filming? Well, it's Mrs. Lovejoy, the geography teacher. Up he goes. But careful, that's a big heap of salt. And if you get that in a cut, oh, it stings.
Is he okay?
Back at the campus, and Mr. Mills and Mrs. Lovejoy are still at it, pushing the boundaries of physical endurance. Now, for some reason, Tina Turner and water sports. When snow covers the ground, there's no way of knowing how deep it is. For example, round the swing, it's a foot deep, but in front, it's only an inch. And under that, it's pure concrete. As she's just found out.
Hooray! finally jump into the lovely soft snow.
Yeah.
And down at the Hansel and Gretel Open Prison in Switzerland, the inmates are having a rooftop protest. Time to activate the ejector roof. Oh my gosh! This is more like it. British snow. 2 parts snow to 8 parts mud. Go on, Steve. Oh, he's hit a bit of black mud. I went back at dusk and retrieved that hat, and I've still got it. In fact, I'm wearing it now. Oi, there's a stop sign there, Mush. There's a stop. I did warn you. If you can't find the sledge, what's the next best thing? Well, it's not a giant plastic green frisbee. Really, it isn't. Like, totally, man.
Okay. We totally caught that on video.
Would you take a snowball for a friend? He did. Like, totally.
I totally got.
This all takes place on top of a cake. Yeah, I bought it for my Polish builders. Well, it was Christmas. Oh. Laugh.
Are you okay?
Then ask if he's okay. Winter in the Isle of Man and the anti-sledging ditches on Jeremy Clarkson's land seem to be working well. Jeremy himself will be along in a minute with a big stick to finish her off. Pretty as a Christmas card, eh? Actually, that's not snow, it's volcanic ash. Iceland, so much to answer for.
Oops. Sorry.
It's amazing how an apparently tiny accident can have massive consequences. For example, I hate to say it, but by the expression on this guy's face by the end of the clip, I think he may be dead. Yep. Finally, as is traditional with any kind of snow clips, we'd like to end with something hitting the camera, followed by a freeze frame.
Oh.
There's the hit. Here's the freeze. Textbook. It makes you hungry, all that racing, doesn't it? Sometimes you want to take a moment out of a race and nip up to the buffet. Got any sausages on sticks? There's a sale on at the IKEA in Basildon and everyone's rushing to get those cheap futons. Parking's limited. Arrive early. Okay, if she's not a witch, she will surf. If she is a witch, she'll float straight to the top. Fetch the matches, someone. Jumping over dirt blobs. Oh, it's great fun. Ouch, scary. Move on. What's this? Skate tennis? How do you score it? Oh, those Dutch. Here's one trying to go to sea in a giant clog. Try the green one next. Left and right multicolored clogs. Oh, those Dutch. Oh, he's got it working, look. What is Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen up to these days? He likes to hang around outside the library. 1 step, 2 step. Oh, tricky. Richard Branson's new Virgin Atlantic Saver class may only cost £5 return, but you're not guaranteed arrival.
You got it.
It's your choice. What the deuce? And off he goes to start a new life in Panama. Yes, these next clips take you into the heart of the cameraman's pain. It was an early prototype of the Frisbee. A later prototype for the Frisbee, but was more painful than the bit of polystyrene. Ow! Oh, can I see a bit of dog food on the lens? Lovely. Do you think you're going to fall off? He's nodding. That's a yes. Swing high, swing low, swing right into the cameraman. We don't know what the rules are, but we know that puck is gonna hurt. It's Piers Morgan, and typical Piers. He finds his close-up. Nice work, Mr. Cameraman, but look out. Here comes Moss from the IT crowd. And finally, let's see your legs. Thank you.
What are you doing, Ben? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm trying to take a picture.
Time for some show-offs. You don't see much film with fisheye lenses these days because the fish keep dropping the camera. You've got no hands, you see. Oh, the fun you can have in a galley kitchen.
The problem with this is you never see that bike again. It's one very expensive high. So, of course, you try to repeat it without the bike, but it's never quite the same, is it?
Hold on. They're the foundations of my new house. Get off!
Yes.
Yeah. Oh!
And get back on the pavement.
Chain snap.
And it's a fat man on a bike. If you're a fat man on a bike, you might want to watch that whole center of gravity thing. I wouldn't mind, but I was asleep in that tent. Go away, will you? I'm trying to sleep. You may be in the lead, but a little tip, don't celebrate before you're over the line. Are you allowed to use a scooter in a pedal-powered race, or is he just a random mod on his way to Margate for Bank Holiday Monday?
And if it isn't Boris Johnson testing London's new congestion-beating device. This'll get you from Marble Arch to the Strand in one bounce. So goes the theory. Look at that hedge. It's over 30 miles long and can be seen from outer space. Pele, eat your heart out. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Roll on term time.
And the first round.
It's our old friend, James Corden. He's happy to give young boxers lessons in his Regency-style living room, even though he can't box. That kid only came to deliver a pizza. Here comes Jack Osborne. Yes, he's working at the licorice all-sort testing factory. It's only a summer job. Sky Sports, sponsored by Paracetamol this week. Quick, get the paracetamol. It is tricky gymnastics, but at this rate, we're going to be empty-handed at 2012. I've often wondered what goes on in the storeroom at Maplin's.
Austin Joe, American Crust, egg bun, number 21.
Oh, what larks. This young girl swallowed a conker and has been advised this is the only way to shift it. Nice one! That ball's far too big to go in that basket. No wonder she's not getting many points. And there's the other reason.